Imagine getting shot by a 45 caliber pistol. Now imagine that bullet didn't just pass through you, but instead stayed alive inside your flesh, actively burning, throbbing, and screaming for 24 straight hours. You didn't stumble into a cartel crossfire. You just brushed against a tree leaf in the rainforest. And you encountered an insect that breaks the evolutionary scale of pure, unadulterated agony. If you see this crawling toward you, running isn't just an option. It's your only hope of survival. Here is why nature's tiny executioner is a living nightmare. Meet the bullet ant, locally known as the *hormiga 24, or the 24-hour ant, because that's exactly how long your subscription to absolute misery lasts. This isn't your average kitchen pest looking for a dropped crumb. Growing up to 1.5 inches long, this thing looks less like an ant and more like a wingless, heavily armored wasp that hits the gym 6 days a week. It's covered in a reddish-black exoskeleton, sports a pair of mandibles that could easily double as wire cutters, and possesses a terrifyingly aggressive attitude. They don't run away from you. They look at a 6-foot human and think, yeah, I can take him. To understand the danger, we have to talk about the Schmidt Sting Pain Index. Created by Justin Schmidt, a man who willingly let himself get stung by everything for science, the index tops out at level 4. Schmidt described the bullet ant sting as waves of burning, throbbing, all-consuming pain that makes you feel like you're walking over flaming charcoal with a 3-inch rusty nail embedded in your heel. The secret sauce behind this torture? A neurotoxin called ponerotoxin. It completely hijacks your nervous system, blocking your voltage-gated sodium channels. In plain English, it causes your pain receptors to get stuck in the on position permanently. Your body thinks it is literally burning alive, and there is no off switch. The real danger isn't just the pain, it's where they live. Bullet ants dominate the low-altitude rainforests of Central and South America. They love nesting at the bases of trees, right where you'd naturally place your hand for balance. And unlike most ants that mind their own business, bullet ants are highly territorial pack hunters. If you accidentally disturb a nest, they don't just bite. They emit a terrifying high-pitched stridulation, a warning hiss that alerts the colony. One sting is a trip to the emergency room. A dozen stings, your body goes into severe shock. Your heart rate skyrockets and your limbs can become temporarily paralyzed. Yet human audacity knows no bounds. The Sataremao people of Brazil use these exact monsters as a rite of passage. To become a warrior, young boys must wear gloves woven with hundreds of live bullet ants for 10 full minutes. They don't just do it once. They have to do it 20 times over several months without crying out. It makes you wonder if humans are actually the craziest predators on the planet. So if you ever find yourself trekking through the deep Amazon, watch exactly where you step and never grab a branch without looking twice. Because nature's smallest bullet doesn't need a gun to ruin your life. If you were given $1 million, could you survive just 60 seconds with your hand in a bullet ant glove, or is there absolutely no price tag on that kind of agony? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into nature's absolute nightmares, and we'll see you in the next one. If you survive.